Crick Buzz centre stage, Adam Collins, Michael Vaughan. We've said a few times in this series already, we've seen remarkable days of cricket. That passage between Jofra Archer and Stephen Smith, the first hour after lunch, one of the most pulsating things I've ever seen in Test cricket.
Yeah, I mean, I've played at this venue many times for England. I used to watch Ian both, and the bars would be empty because Beefy had arrived in the middle. Kevin Peterson on his debut here in 2005, I think we realised we're in for a special talent there. Freddie Flintoff would empty the bars. I've never seen it for a bowler. I've never ever seen it for some, a bowler on debut charging in from the pavilion. And you could hear the whispers out the back. I walked out the back and you could hear everyone going, get back in. This kid's bowling 96 miles an hour. And by the way, he doesn't even look like he's trying. He's just kind of whipping them down at 96. I mean, the courageousness of Steve Smith and the skill levels that he showed, that passage of, about 45 minutes of cricket, that should be. And I know it was brutal in the end. It was a bad blow to Steve, but that was Test match cricket at its ultimate best.
Yeah, with the caveat that we're all obviously very grateful, mercifully, the case that Smith is fine. But if you almost exclude that individual moment, even before it was unbelievable. I mean, the way that Archer, he flicked the switch after being slapped through cover. Smith hit him with disdain off the back foot, and Archer said, no, you're not doing that to me. And the short barrage that followed smashes Smith on the arm. The next 4 short balls that he bowls at Smith, he tries to hook him for 6. I mean, it's just the tussle between two. I mean, Archer's not a giant of the game yet, but you can see he's going to be. And Smith...
England have got a bowler there that, I've seen him in white ball cricket, T20 cricket, a bit for Sussex in the 4-day game, but I didn't think he was that good. Over the course of this week, I've seen someone that I think in and around Test match cricket, more importantly for England, English cricket, we've got a bowler that I think is going to send shivers down batting lineups across the world. When he gets on, this is a slow pitch. Yeah. What's going to happen when he gets on a pitch, maybe Old Trafford in a couple of weeks' time, when it's going to be rock hard, ball will be flying through it, the Wanderers in the winter, Australia in a few years' time. I've been kind of watching England for a while and thinking, have they got enough in their armoury to potentially put Australia under pressure in Australian conditions with the Kookaburra ball? Well, that man's given me a bit of hope, because if he stays fit and firing, he's going to blow away batting lineups. I can't see how he won't. If he understands that it won't always be about intimidation. Yes, it's great when the ball's fizzing round and you're getting the batsman ducking and weaving. Once he understands that actually that fuller length's going to be his more dangerous length. You look at likes of Courtney Walsh and Curtly Ambrose. When they got that ball a little bit fuller, because as a batsman you're thinking, I'm hanging back. That fuller length becomes the danger ball. And once he understands that, and I'm sure he can. I mean, he's just got the skill level to go in, out, full, short, knuckleball. Yep. He's got that variation as well. No, he's going to blow away batting lines. I'm pretty sure about that.
After he whacks Smith in the arm and the back of the head, Smith goes off the field for concussion tests, of course, as is the custom in the modern game, and he walks back out at the fall of the next wicket. That moment when he walks through the pavilion, through the long room to a round of applause, and not only the clobber over mid-wicket from Chris Wokes, but on the balls of his feet, punching out towards the man's stand. It was utter class, the bravery of that man today.
Yeah, I mean, that punch through extra cover is probably the shot of the series. It was an incredible stroke. I will say that those that were in the ground and booed him back on, do you know what? Whoever you are, have a look in the mirror. That was absolutely pathetic. We're looking at an absolute legend of the game here. Someone that's just making batting look completely different. All those leaves and those kind of jumps that he does once he's left the ball, and the way that he works out a situation, the way that he you can see him programming when he gets out there, the pitch, the field, the bowler, and he looks around and he understands what shots are on, what shots aren't, and he knew that the drive through extra cover early, it's not on. It's not on a wicket like this, so he left and he said, come straight, I'll flick you on the onside. If you bowl it short, I'll punch you through cover point like he did Stuart Broad a couple of times in the morning session. He's a master of not only playing but reading the situation, and you only have to look at what he's done at Edgbaston and what he's done here for Australia. You're looking at 2 batting lineups that are fragile, but you take Steve Smith out of the Aussie lineup, it looks very, very iffy.
So Steve Smith does eventually get out for 92, we should add. So he's off the field, Australia get bowled out, England have a modest lead. They're losing wickets early thanks to Patrick Cummins, 2 at the start. He's on a hat-trick at one point. Siddle 2 towards the back end of the day. But England keeps scoring at a pretty decent clip. Stokes and Butler are in the middle at the moment. We've got a slightly tasty day 5.
Oh, have we? I mean, anything. From the way that they played in the last hour, you felt that England were playing with quite a lot of intent. the intent that looks to me like they might be looking at a number 225 possibly, give Australia that chase, 60 odd overs on the last day. It's not going to be easy. I just hope England don't risk everything to potentially go 2-0 down. There's 3 matches to go. If you get yourself in a position where you say to Australia, all right, it's 7 out of 10 in our favour, and if you want to have a pop at it on this kind of wicket, good luck. There's a chance you'll lose 10 wickets, there'll be 1-0, but don't risk so much to make sure that you potentially could lose this game. I think we're in for a nipper. I really do. I think we're in for a nipper. I just get a sense today was a day where the crowd were on the edge of their seats. Full house tomorrow, sold out the last day. I've just got a feeling we could be in for one of those long days here at Lord's that goes right down to the wire. I'm sure Steve Smith will have a say. He seems to have a say every single day of the series, and I'm pretty sure Jofra Archer might have a say as well.
After all the rain in the first few days of this Test match, if we've got a classic tomorrow, we talk about it forever. Thanks for being with us on Cricket Buzz Centre Stage. We were thrilled to be at Lord's today. Adam Collins and Michael Vaughan will talk to you after the Test match.